Oh my goodness, the wind out there is crazy today. So I was coming home and I've been looking online at these little Toyotas I didn't even know they had. It's kind of like a smart car, but it's made by Toyota. It's called an IQ. And I've been wanting to see one because you don't see them anywhere. Well, I'm coming home, coming down up my street, and I see this little white car around the corner from where I live. And I go, I'm going to go check. Sure enough, it was a little IQ. So I finally got to see one in person. And of course, the people there, I stopped and I'm looking, and they come out and was like, what are you doing? What are you looking at? Kind of thing. And I explained to them, I've been looking online and I've never seen one, and I wanted to see one in person, and here it is. So the lady that owns it came out, and she showed me inside of it. She said she loves it. She's had it for 4 years. Oh, there goes the thing again. Dust storm until 7 p.m. They keep updating it, okay? First it was 3, then it was 5, now it's till 7, so it's not stopping. That thing is so loud, it just, every time it goes off, it's like, ah. So anyway, I found this IQ down in El Paso, and the guy says, oh yeah, it's great, it has no problems. I go, well, do you have a Carfax on it? And he goes, no, I don't, but it's great. So of course I look up the Carfax. Not cheap. I went to one other one first, VIN History something, and it was an absolute scam company. They didn't give me a report. You find out that they're signing you up for ongoing payments, okay? For ongoing, which they don't tell you anywhere on the site. And, I told them, well, I just pay you, refund it right away. No, it's going to take a time and this and that and BS. She goes, well, if you want your money, come here and get it. Of course, it's in India. So I called PayPal immediately, and they canceled everything. I explained to them what they were doing, okay? I said, it's a scam company, so please flag this company. Because nowhere on their site do they tell you they're setting you up for automatic payments. Yeah, automatic payments. They're going to keep taking money out every month, okay? And give you no report. Report I got back told me what the vehicle is. Well, I know what type of vehicle it is. Because idiots. So anyway, I went and bought a Carfax report. And everything looks good. It's got the 2 owners, no accidents, no difficulties. But you go down and you're reading it, and it comes down to one point where it says that it had an oil leak, engine and oil leak, okay? So you see there that they changed the oil, changed the filter, there was a leak, and then you see 15 miles down the road that they changed the oil again, the oil in the filter again. And then you look and you see the car was not driven but 136 miles in 3 years after that. So I got a hold of the guy again in El Paso, and I go, that's not good. He goes, well, it's going fine here. It's not having a leak or anything. I said, that's a big red flag. That's a huge red flag. I said, apparently they didn't change the oil enough. And Toyota, if you do the extended things on them, then it will break down the engine. So the one thing in Toyotas, if you change the oil regularly, not wait until like 10,000 miles, the things they have now, you still want to change it like every 3,000 miles. You do that, they'll run forever. So I told the guy what I found. I said, that's not good. That's really not good. I said, I pass. Yeah. So it looks good on the surface, two owners, okay? And it looked like they were doing the maintenance and things, but you come down to that part and you go, yeah, no. No, that's not going to happen, okay? Because one thing I know is Toyotas. Now, like I said, I have 2 Toyotas. I love them to death. But my Camry, it wasn't starting because it needs a new battery, starter batteries, and you have to have a special battery. I'm not talking about the hybrid battery. I'm not talking about that. That's quite
unknown
fine.
caller.
Let me see who this is. What? Another, every week El Paso VA does a online thing. So that's all that was. But you need a special battery, starter battery. It's in your trunk. It's not in the engine in the front. It's back in the trunk. And then again, the Camry hybrid, it's got a special thing that has like a, what is it? Well, it's got a tube or something that has to go out. I don't know why. So it's a special battery. Well, they're on back order. Been waiting months. So if that was the only car I had, I would have no car. I would have no vehicle to drive because they're on back order. So thank God I've got my Prius, or else I'd be sitting here without a car for months waiting for a battery. So now I'm looking at these little IQs because, I mean, it's a regular, it's not a hybrid. And it gets about the same gas mileage as what my hybrid does. And I wouldn't have to worry about if a battery goes out starting it, you can always get a battery for those, something like that is no problem. So I'm kind of looking at those. They don't have them anymore. They're not bringing them in again this year, which is unfortunate, but I wouldn't be buying a new one anyway. But, like I said, with Toyotas, if you do the oil changes regularly, they'll run forever. If you try to extend your oil thing, it will break down the engine. And that's what comes from a guy that he's a Toyota master mechanic. Yeah. Do them early. Do your oil changes early, and they will go forever. I used to sell Toyotas, okay? I started out and I was selling Chevrolets. My last car I sold, Chevrolet, was a brand new Corvette off the showroom floor, cash. And it was to a Mexican family. Nobody wanted to wait on them when they came in. I waited on them, and they bought it full on cash. Yeah, off the showroom floor. But then I saw cars sitting there, and I saw, what was it, a mirror, something just fell off of it. I go, if it's falling apart on the showroom floor, I'm not selling this crap, okay? And I went to work for Toyota. And I've been a Toyota person ever since. Now, the guy that had the little IQ down in there, he said, oh, yeah, Hondas and Toyotas are great. I said, they're great. If you keep up the maintenance, the oil changes, they'll run forever. which he agreed on. So anyway, that's what's going on here when it comes to the vehicle things, Now my Camry that I'm waiting for a battery, I bought it. It was bought new in 2012. Never an issue with it, ever. Okay, the only thing it needs is a new battery, which I can't get. They're on back order. So, like I said, thank God I've got the Prius. But I'm really thinking about buying the little IQ, kind of, just a little tiny thing for running around and thing. And if something ever happened, I might consider selling my Camry. I don't know. Because I have the Prius V. But it would be good to have that extra little car just in case, like I said, if I need a new battery for the Prius or something, I would be without a car. So I'm going, I'm really considering this, okay? Now, one thing I see a lot of the cars for sale here are those little Fiats. They're so cute, but I don't trust them. I don't trust them for anything. So I am still looking around at the little, they just don't have them out here. They don't have the little IQs out here. Like I said, I was surprised to see this one, and the woman says she loves it. She's had it 4 years. She said she would not trade it for anything. So, yeah, I am on the lookout. I don't care if it's got high mileage, etc. If they've done, consistent oil changes, it'll be good. But what I saw with the one in El Paso, when I looked, definitely pay the $44 for the Carfax, okay? And look for something like that. If you see it, what looks really good, no accidents, 2 owners, and it looks real good, and you've got the maintenance, and then you see something like that, and it's only been driven 136 miles in 3 years. You go and you see that they had an oil leak, engine and an oil leak, and 15 miles later they changed it again, and then it basically sat for 3 years. You're going, yeah, there is a problem there. There's a problem there. So anyway, but I was happy to finally see one. Finally got to see a real IQ. The lady was really nice. She goes, I'm over here working, every day, come over, whatever. She was really sweet, very nice lady. But she was so happy to show me her car. So yeah, that was nice. The universe set it up where I could finally see one. And it was right around the corner from me. Anyway, on that note, I'll leave that here. I hope this thing doesn't go off again. I'm going to go make something for dinner. I think I'm going to try. I bought a little broccoli, so I'm going to take that in and steam it up real quick first so that I can try it. And we'll see if I can do broccoli or not. Remains to be seen. So on that note, I'll leave that here. But the joys of cars and everything. And like I said, I love my cars. I love my Camry. It's been such a great car. And you can feel it's heavier than my Prius V. You can tell when you drive it. It's a heavier car, okay, than the Prius V is. And like I said, I've had it since 2012 and never, ever, ever had an issue that I had to have it in for other than just regular oil changes. Never had an issue with it. They're great cars. Great cars.